welcome to our Yoga Nidra practice. Yoga Nidra is the art of conscious relaxation, and our goal here is to relax the body so that we can allow the mind to travel. And I want to remind you that you're welcome here in whatever state of being you're in. I brought these bowls with me today to add some sound vibration to further use this vibration for relaxation. So as we settle into this practice, which can be done seated or reclining, I would ask you to get any movements out of your body. Maybe get any of those last minute wiggles or squiggles out of the body, or maybe you want to take a sip of water, stretch through the fingertips, or move the head from side to side. And begin to really enter this space just as you are. Starting by just noticing the sounds in the room around you. Making any adjustments so that you feel really supported here. Coming to lie on the back or sit in the chair with any supports you might need to help you stay lifted. If you're feeling any tension in a certain part of the body, see if you can adjust your body so that you do not get distracted by that throughout our session. Maybe you want to cover the eyes. Maybe you want to take a pillow under the head or even the knees. Take off the glasses. Get a blanket. Do those things now so that you can really relax. And now with that support below, I'll invite you to take some clearing, cleansing breaths with me. We're just breathing in and breathing out, allowing that breath to help us settle into our posture. Breathing in, breathing out. Allowing the breath to flow in and out a few more times. Taking a moment or two to really connect with what it feels like for you in this moment to breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. And as we breathe in and breathe out, we're just leaving behind our cares and concerns, leaving behind all of the moments that led to this one. And we're just coming into this moment together as a community, breathing in within the supportive space of this community. Breathing out. Beginning to slowly settle in as long as it takes. And as we journey in this space together, you might fall asleep. And if that happens, my friends, that is okay. Although sleep is not the goal of Yoga Nidra, our goal is to relax the body, free the mind, and play within this liminal space between wake and sleep. So I'll remind you to try to stay alert and aware to the sound of my voice. And if you do fall asleep, again, that is okay. And trust on some level you are still receiving instruction. We'll start by bringing our awareness to the area behind the center of the eyebrows. Gazing without strain with the eyes softly closed. At this area we call the mind space. And taking a moment to simply observe what's happening in this space without any judgment or narration. What can you notice about your mind space? Are there any colors that you can identify? Any shapes or patterns emerging? Is it fairly static or is it dynamic and moving? Just noticing, watching this mind space as if you were watching a movie in your mind's eye. Then I will invite you to take a moment to scan this phase of life you're traveling through right now. Whatever's going on in your life that makes up the bulk of your days and nights, the quality of your life right now. And maybe there's one area you'd like to improve the quality of. Finding one area you need nourishment or support. And from that, we can create our intentions. An intention, without thinking too much about it, can be just a short, simple phrase, but is in the present tense and is positive in tone. For example, I am healing, or I sleep soundly and wake refreshed. Those are some examples of intentions. So just letting whatever bubbles up in your mind's eye right now. And if nothing comes to you, that is okay too. If you have an intention today, you could repeat it internally, hearing that voice in your mind, your own voice, repeating the intention with confidence. And then we can let our intention go. to move our minds around the body. I'll say a body part, and you can move your mind there and try to just inhabit the body part. Starting with the right thumb. Right second finger. Third finger. Fourth and fifth fingers on the right hand. Back of the right hand. Center of the right palm. Filling the entire right hand with your awareness. And just allowing the right hand to rest in this moment, doing nothing. Looking within the right wrist, right forearm, elbow, upper arm, and the right shoulder. Inhabiting the entire right arm with your awareness, infusing your right arm with awareness from the shoulder down to the fingertips. The entire right arm is relaxing, doing nothing. Very good. Let's now move the mind over to the left thumb, left second finger, third, fourth, and fifth fingers on the left hand. Back of the left hand and center of the left palm. Filling up the entire left hand with your awareness. The entire left hand is resting, doing nothing, just being. Looking within the left wrist, left forearm, elbow, upper arm, and the left shoulder. And now inhabiting the entire left arm with your awareness from the shoulder down to the fingertips. The entire left arm is relaxing, doing nothing, simply being. Very good. Now we have both arms resting. Both arms are resting as we travel the mind down to all 10 toes. Can you infuse the toes with your awareness, one by one, starting with the big toe and fanning out, one by one, infusing the toes with your awareness. tops of both feet, soles of both feet, and the heels of both feet, allowing all of the steps we have taken leading up to today to soften, letting our feet rest, do nothing. As we now travel up the legs little by little, looking within both ankles, both shins and calves, both knees, both thighs, and both hips and buttocks. And we're filling both legs, the right leg from the hip down to the toes. The entire right leg is resting, making no effort in this moment, allowing the right leg to rest and do nothing. Simply be. The entire left leg from the hip down to the toes, the entire left leg doing nothing, making no effort, resting. Both legs, both arms, relaxing. Very good. Let's now move our minds to the abdomen, the belly. Both the upper and the lower abdomen are filled with your awareness. The entirety of the belly is softening and resting, receiving the nourishment of stillness, receiving the nourishment of sound vibration. Dropping your awareness down to the tailbone, to the sacrum and the low back, allowing the low back to just widen out, release, soften, working our way up to the middle back, shoulder blades, upper back, allowing the entire spine to relax at last, allowing the sound vibrations to be infused into the spine, nourishing the spine. As we move our awareness now to the rib cage, the ribs encircling the heart and lungs, being receptive to the nourishment of rest. letting it be what it is in this moment. Moving the mind to the throat. And now the face, the lower jaw, upper jaw, both lips, the cheekbones, the eyebrows, all of the muscles surrounding the eyes, the eyelids and the eyes resting in their sockets. The forehead, temples, all of the muscles in the face can rest. All of the muscles in the face can drain of any expression. Mindfulness like a mask. We can wear peacefulness like a mask. And now moving the mind to all the skin on the scalp. Traveling to the base of the skull and allowing the entire head, face, and neck to be filled with your awareness, resting, relaxing, doing nothing. Filling up your entire body. Can you inhabit your entire body with your mind, with your awareness? The head, the limbs, the torso, front, back, sides. The entire body is filled with awareness, resting, doing nothing. And we can allow the physical container to relax as we move our awareness to another place, the mind space. Focusing in on that area, the mind's eye, allowing whatever is there to be there. And just play the part of the observer once more as you gaze upon that movie screen in your mind's eye. And now, using the power of your mind and your creativity, try to envision the beginning of a dawn. See yourself in a place where you can watch the dawn rise, witnessing the beginning of light, the rosy hues, rising, sense of freshness to the air. And in the single blink of an eye, the sun has pierced through the clouds, and you can feel its light upon you, as if divine light itself. Allowing that light of the sun to find its way to every crack and crevice that needs healing in your body. Imagining that light could be a healing light pouring in on a very cellular level to the areas that need it most. Infusing these areas with this healing light. What does it feel like to receive the gift of this divine light into your body, into your soul? And see yourself in your mind's eye having received this nourishing, energizing light. What do you look like having received this gift? What do you feel like? And now in your mind's eye, envision that the sun is setting and watching the sun go down, watching the light fade and allowing it to disappear. Having received the whole cycle of one day in this moment, the gift of one day. We can begin to come back to the mind space once more. Traveling back to the mind space, that room in one's mind, whereupon we can plant our seeds of intention once more. Maybe you want to envision a scroll unfurling with your intention written upon it, and allowing that beautiful intention to unfurl in your mind's eye, drifting across the mind's eye, repeating your intention. Further strengthening the intention by imagining what it would sound like to hear it spoken in your own voice in this mind space. And then allowing this intention to be carried away by the wind, allowing it to drift off, knowing that its structure and its strength has already been planted to be manifested with time and love. And now, if there are any other messages that you would like to receive from your higher self, just opening up to receive those messages from your higher self, from your guides, and know in this moment that whatever you are experiencing, you are loved. Can you drink that feeling of being loved in? Allow it to permeate you on a cellular level, that feeling of being loved. Loved by your fellow community, and loved by me. Both receiving and sending compassion for each other in this moment while we're in this relaxed space, and we can receive very good. We're going to begin to slowly come out of our Yoga Nidra, beginning to emerge from this state of deep relaxation slowly and gently. Slowly and gently coming out of the Yoga Nidra space, perhaps by noticing the sounds a little farther away. What can I hear in my space right now? Can I notice the arrangement of my body? Notice if my body feels a certain way. Notice how my breath feels, and maybe take some intentional breaths with me. Breathing in, breathing out. Coming back from our Yoga Nidra space, our Yoga Nidra journey, by creating some small movements. Maybe you would like to lick the lips or swallow. Move the head from side to side or stretch through the fingertips. Give yourself a hug and feel it were a hug from the person who loves you most in the world. Receive it. Truly receive it. And maybe the person who loves you most in the world is, in fact, you. Maybe that's something you're working on. I know I am. We'll begin to come out a little bit more. Maybe you want to come up to sit if you've been reclining. And if you've been sitting, you might like to stretch the arms overhead. Or in any other way that would feel good. And we'll close our practice today with the hands together at heart center as a community, if this is in your practice, and if it's not, that's okay. In this gesture of connection, hands at heart center, feeling each other in this space, I will seal our practice with the sound of one Om. You can listen or join in or create another sound. Breathing in. And thanking you so much for your practice today, friends. Namaste.